Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Goodman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we've got another ball game here. The Detroit Tigers at the Boston Red Sox.
If you're an insurance agent,
And it is another one-game series in our 1968 replay. It's April 16. This weird one-game series, and I double-check. To make sure. Pitching for Detroit will be Earl Wilson. He is a right-hander. He was 13-12 real world, 2.85. And for the Red Sox, it will be Ray Culp, 16-6, 2.91 ERA. And I'll have the lineups in just a couple minutes. Okay, the lineups are Dick McAuliffe at second base, Don Wirt at third, K-Line in right, Willie Horton in left field, Cash at first, freehand catching, Northrup in center, Euler at short, and Earl Wilson, the pitcher, batting ninth. For the Boston Red Sox, it will be Mike Andrews at second, Dalton Jones at third, Yastrzemski in left, Smith in center, George Scott at first, LaHood in right, Petroselli at short, Howard catching, and Ray Culp, the pitcher. Both pitchers come in with no records. And in just a couple of minutes, we'll start this ball game. And the Red Sox take the field. We're in Fenway Park. Attendance for this game was 32,849. It was a day game, a Tuesday. And leading it off for Detroit is Dick McAuliffe. What the hell happened here? Hold on. Okay, Culp is ready. Here's the windup. Pitch to McAuliffe. That's 3-7. Right-handed, single 1-3. It's a liner to first, caught by Scott. One away, and we are underway. Now Don Wirt is the batter. .63 right-handed, grounds it back to Culp X. He is a 2-0. 5-2-0, throws him out. 2 outs. And Al Kaline is the batter. Pitch from Culp, 4-2, right-handed, grounds it to third, fielded by Jones, and he throws it to Scott, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ray Culp. And after a half, it's Detroit nothing, Boston coming up. Here's Earl Wilson now on the mound. Leading it off for Boston, Mike Andrews. Six, 9, right-handed, flies it to center. And Northrup is under it, one away. And now Dalton Jones, the batter. Three-two right-handed. There's a base hit for Dalton Jones. On a 3-2 right-handed up the middle. Thrown in by Northrop. And Carl Yastrzemski now is the batter. That's 4-5. Left-handed struck him out. 2 down. For Reggie Smith, switch hitter batting left. Pitch to Smith. 5-3. Left-handed, flies it to left X. Getting under that Willie Horton. Can he get to it? 4-7. 18-4. It drops in for a base hit. Rounding second and going to third is Dalton Jones. It's first and third, 2 outs. And here's George Scott. This is a clutch situation. Five-seven right-handed, grounder to second X. McAuliffe 2-10. 5-2. Throws him out. And the side is retired. No runs. 2 hits and both left on. After 1, it's a scoreless game. That coffee is ready. Oh, that's good coffee. Top of the second now. And Ray Culp, the batter. He retired the Tigers in order in the first. Al Kaline leads it off. 3-5 right-handed, chops it to second for Andrews. And he throws it to Scott, 1 away. Oh, shit. Didn't move the card. It's Horton. We're going to have a redo. 3-5, hit deep, and it's gone. A home run. It was Horton leading it off. And we looked on Kaline's card, an error. All is well. House rules. The die roll stands on a 3-5 right-handed home run, 1-9. It was a 6. We enter our home runs in real time. That's quite a difference. That's the second home run of the season, this young season, for Willie Horton. Yeah, and it's also a house rule. And that's why, by the way, for economy of rolling baseball demos, when I use my advanced fielding chart, we use the existing 20 die, because you may not need another roll. I hope you're doing well. You got any games coming up today? Because I could modify my schedule so as not to conflict. Okay, here's Norm Cash. You have a Strat game this afternoon, probably 1-ish, okay? I have a premiere scheduled for 2 p.m. I could make it 2:30 p.m. Giving as much of a chance as not to conflict. Not that I have any expectation that I would be taken away from you. You have great engagement. 1987, Baltimore at Kansas City, and I'd like to be there. You're keeping it at 1-ish. Okay. Did I roll for cash? Does anybody know? When I get caught up in conversations, sometimes looks like I didn't. No, I did not. Okay, here's Culp. The pitch to Cash, 6-11, left-handed, grounds it to second for Andrews. And he throws it to Scott, 1 out. And here's Bill Freehand. Ah. 4-5 right-handed struck him out. 2 down. And Jim Northrup, the batter. That is very, very good coffee. Oh. And here's Northrup now, 2 outs. I was drinking it black. I ran an errand. I had to mail a letter. I picked up some coffee on the way back. Pitch to Milk, I'm sorry, 1-9. triple 1 to 2. It's a double for Northrop, a 2-out double. It's 1-0 here at Detroit with a home run by Horton to start the inning off. Now with 2 outs, Northrop doubles, and Ray Euler is the batter. Look at that card. Euler hit 135. Two Rays facing each other. Culp on the mound, Euler at the plate. Pitch to Euler, 4-6, right-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired, but 1 run on the home run, almost missed there with it. Looking on the wrong card by Willie Horton, his 2nd of this young season. And we're moving to the bottom of the 2nd. And Earl Wilson takes the mound. Oh, I can do a Floyd the Barber version too. Oh, that's good coffee. Very, very good. Here's Joe LaHood leading it off for the Red Sox. 4 inches of snow. Okay, well, that's good. I guess that's better. Pitch to LaHood, but I think you're not used to too much snow, are you, over there in Virginia? 1-8. You're in Richmond, right? 1-8, walked him. I believe you're in Richmond. LaHood draws a base on balls. And here's Rico Petrocelli coming up to the plate. Yeah, you're similar to Washington, D.C. And the people freak out. Possible wild pitch. He's a 1-7, Wilson. And that's smothered in the dirt by Freehand. Petersburg, 20 minutes south of Richmond. Okay. Must be beautiful there. The pitch to Petrocelli, 1-9, and he struck him out. That's 2 away. And Elston Howard, the batter. Pitch to Howard. 2-5. Right-handed, struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Wilson. And that'll bring up Ray Culp. A 1 WR. I bet you there's a lot of... I was just going to say that Richmond was the capital, wasn't it, of the CSA? Richmond, Virginia was the capital. Yeah. I would love to visit Civil War cities, states. I'd love to also go to Dealey Plaza. I'd like to go to Dallas someday. It's just, you know, when you see so many films and photographs about it, it's almost like I've been there already. There wouldn't be much of a difference. Here's Culp. Excuse me. Wilson and the pitch to Culp. 2-5 struck him out. He struck out the side. After walking Lahoud, Wilson strikes out the side. No runs, the walk left on. We move now to the top of the third. Ray Culp. Wonder what the Capitol was, you know? Is there a Capitol building there that they used during the Civil War? Does anybody know? Does anybody care? And is that still in operation? And therefore, it would be a historical site, being the site of the national capital of the Confederate States of America. Okay, here's Ray Culp now on the mound. Top of the third, 1-0 ball game. And Earl Wilson, a 7-NR, comes to the plate. That's 3-4, grounds it to second. And Andrews has it, 1 out. Now here's Dick McAuliffe. McAuliffe popped to first in the first. The pitch to McAuliffe, 1-3 right-handed, struck him out. Third strikeout for Culp. And here's Don Wirt. I'm all for removing public statues, meaning statues on government land corresponding to the Confederacy. However, I'm all for museums and whatnot having historical artifacts. It's just a fascinating history. 2 outs, nobody on, Don Wirt at the plate. But then, if I get too much into this, we can realm into the area of controversy, which I think people would rather not do. Here's the pitch to Wirt, that's 1-4, and he grounds it to third, taken by Dalton Jones, throws to Scott, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ray Culp. Wilson had 7 home runs in 1968. With 88 at bats, he hit 227. Wow. Thanks for that fact there. Speaking of Wilson, Wilson takes the mound, and he'll face the top of this Red Sox order. Andrews flew to center in the first. That is why he's a 7-NR, absolutely. Pitch to Andrews, 2-8, right-handed base hit up the middle for Andrews. So Andrews leads off the bottom of the third with a single. 1-13. 1-14. Not being held with that kind of business. Now here's Dalton Jones, C bunter. Pitch to Jones, 6-11, left-handed, ballpark slash, 1-12. Oops, that's a re-roll, a whole re-roll. That was fouled off. That ballpark slash turns out to have been a foul ball. Pitch to Jones, that's a 1-8, right-handed, pops it up to second. For McAuliffe, 1 out. And this will bring up Carl Yastrzemski. Pitch from Wilson. 4-7, left-handed, single 1-7, and it's a diving catch at first by Cash. A pretty catch to make it 2 outs with Andrews on first. Again, it was 4-7, left-handed, single 1-7. It was an 8. And here comes Reggie Smith. Switch hitter, batting left. He singled in the first and was left on. Cash was on the money that time. Absolutely. Pitch to Smith. 2-7. Right-handed, struck him out. 5th strikeout for Earl Wilson. And the side is retired, no runs. 1 hit, the single by Andrews. We've gone 3 innings. It's 1-0 on the home run by Willie Horton. Out comes Ray Culp. Al Kaline leading it off, top of the 4th. He grounded to 3rd in the first. Pitch from Culp, 4-6, right-handed, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Culp. And here's Willie Horton. 6-12, right-handed, grounds it to first X. That'll be Scott, a 119. If he gets it in the range, 15. Uh-oh, it's a E19 roll. E19-7. And he dribbles it for an error. The error on George Scott. That'll put Horton on first with 1 out, and Norm Cash the batter. It's a possible balk or passed ball. It's a possible balk rating 0. I usually say he stepped off the rubber for a moment. Okay, Culp is set. Pitch to Cash, 5-6, left-handed, fly ball center field. Under it is Smith, 2 outs. And here's Bill Freehand. It's Horton on first, 2 away. One 6, right-handed, pops it up to short for Petrocelli. He makes the catch and the side is retired. That was no runs, no hits. The error by Scott And we're in the middle of the fourth. It's a 1-0 game. And we hope you're enjoying it. Earl Wilson with 5 strikeouts, 3 scoreless innings. Faces Scott, grounded to second in the first. There's the pitch, 2-6, and he struck him out. That's number 6 for Earl Wilson. Now Joe LaHood, the batter. That's 6-5. Left-handed and home run, 1-15. Does he have the power? Yes, he does, and it's gone, and that'll tie up the ball game. A home run by Joe LaHood. Let's look at it again. Off Wilson. 6-5, left-handed, and home run, 1-15. It was an 8. And he's facing a right-hander. He has end power. LaHood gets the home run. He had 1 all season. He only had 78 at bats. And for LaHood, that is the first home run of the season. And it may be the only home run of the season. We're still early on. The season is very young. April 16. Now here's Rico Petrocelli. 1 out, nobody on. That's 3-5 right-handed. Pops it up to short. Euler is under it, 2 outs. And here's Elston Howard. Howard, 241 hitter. At the end of his career, I think this might have been his final year. I'm not certain. It's kind of unusual for me to see Howard on the Red Sox, but yeah, I remember that. Okay, here's Earl Wilson. He winds and deals. That's 5-6 right-handed. Struck him out. 7th strikeout for Earl Wilson. And the side is retired. There was 1 run, though. It was the home run by Joe LaHood, of all people. We've gone 4, and it's now a 1-1 game. Both teams with home runs. Horton in the second, LaHood in the fourth. We move to the top of the 5th. Ray Culp on the mound. Here's Northrop. And the pitch, 2-6 right-handed, grounds it to first. Scott takes it to the bag, 1 out. Now Ray Euler. .110 lines it to third. Right at Dalton Jones. 2 outs. And here's Earl Wilson. .310, and he struck him out. And that's the 5th strikeout for Ray Culp. And we've gone halfway, or about halfway, in a 1-1 ball game. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th now. Here's Earl Wilson now. Culp leads it off. He struck out in the second. Here's Wilson. Pitch to Culp 3-9, grounds it to third. And Word fields it 1 out. Back to the top of the order, Mike Andrews. Andrews, 1 for 2, flew to center, singled left on. Pitch from Wilson, 5-11, right-handed, grounds it to first X. That's for cash, 212. 16-2, he takes it to, he throws it to Wilson, covering the bag, 2 outs. And here's Dalton Jones. 6-10, left-handed, flies it to left. And that's for Horton, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for Earl Wilson. And I think I'm going to refresh my coffee as we move to the top of the 6th. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. Here's Ray Culp, top of the 6th now, in a 1-1 ball game. Dick McAuliffe leads it off. Popped to first and struck out. 3-3, right-handed, grounds it to third, fielded by Dalton Jones, fires it to Scott at first, 1 out. And now Don Wirth, the batter. 0 for 2. 5-11, right-handed, fly ball left X. Yastrzemski a 1-3. 18-1 makes the catch. 2 away for Al Kaline. Here's Culp now. And the pitch, 5-2, right-handed, single 1-12. Line to short and a pretty catch by Petrocelli. And that retires the side. We've gone 5 1/2 innings in a 1-1 ball game. 32,000 plus here for a day game on a Tuesday in Real World. Here at Fenway Park, Earl Wilson on the mound. Yastrzemski leads it off. Carl is 0 for 2. 6-6, left-handed triple 1-2. It's a base hit for Yastrzemski. So Yastrzemski is on. He's a 1-16. 1-17, being held 1-15. for Reggie Smith. That's a possible wild pitch, 1-7. And it gets away. And it is a wild pitch. And that'll send Yastrzemski to second. A wild pitch by Earl Wilson. So Carl Yastrzemski is in scoring position, and Smith at the plate now. Switch hitter batting left. Oh, we didn't. That's negated. Unnecessary. Pitch to Smith. 1-6, grounds it to first A. Cash takes it to the bag, and Yastrzemski advances. As good as a sacrifice bunt, putting Yastrzemski on third with 1 out. Now a fly ball can bring him home. Here's George Scott, 0 for 2. Pitch to Scott. 3-6 right-handed, flies it to left. This might score Yastrzemski. Carl 1-14. I think it's a +2, 1-16. -2, 1-14. He's going to come home. Here's the throw from Horton. And, oh, that's a re-roll. And he is safe. A sacrifice fly by Scott. Two outs now, nobody on. 2-1 Red Sox. And Joe LaHood, the batter. It is a +2, as I figured. LaHood walked left on, homered in the 4th. 2 outs, nobody on. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Detroit won this one real world 9-2. And Wilson went all the way. Pitch to LaHood, 5-9, left-handed, struck him out. Number 8 for Earl Wilson. But a run scored. It was the single by Yastrzemski. He went to second on a wild pitch, third on a ground ball, and then came home on the sacrifice fly by George Scott. And after 6, it's a 2-1 ball game. Oh. Here's Ray Culp trying to hold the lead here. It'll be Horton, Cash, and Freehand. The pitch, 5-5, right-handed, struck him out. 6th strikeout for Culp. And now here's Norm Cash. One 4 right-handed, struck him out. Number 7 for Culp. Now the batter is Bill Freehand. Freehand, 0 for 2 today, struck out, popped to short. He is a right-handed hitter. Here's Culp now. And the pitch 1-4. Ballpark slash 1-12 goes through, base hit. It's only the third hit allowed by Culp. So Freehand is on with 2 outs, and here's Jim Northrop. Pitch from Culp. That's 4-7, left-handed, struck him out, number 8. And that ties him with Wilson for strikeouts. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We're in the 7th inning stretch now. It's a 2-1 ball game. I have a premiere scheduled for 2:30 p.m. The 1968 replay, Oakland A's at the New York Yankees. I also have a replay starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, the California Angels at the Washington Senators. Those games have already been broadcasted. They are now private and will be made public again at midnight. So this game is for those who may have missed it. And I've had almost nothing but great games of late. Appreciate if you take a moment just to like this broadcast, subscribe. If you like the broadcasts, I'm Jeffrey Guterman. And this, we're going to take a little break here for the 7th inning stretch. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. And we're back here. Jeffrey Guterman in Studio B. It's a 2-1 game, Red Sox, and Earl Wilson comes out. A 7 NR. And this is his first endurance inning. Rico Petrocelli leads it off. .56 right-handed, struck him out. Number 9 for Wilson. Now here's Elston Howard. .65 right-handed and home run, 1-5, and it is gone. Howard with a home run. So all 3 runs in this game, well, 3 home runs in this game. Howard really got a lot of wood on that one. Straight out of here in left field, over the green monster. It was a 6-5 right-handed and home run, 1-5. He's got the power, and it was a 3. For Howard, that is his second home run of the season. And now it's 3-1. Ray Culp, the batter. .39, and he grounds it to third. Fielded by Wirt, and he fires it to Cash, 2 outs. And here's Mike Andrews. And the pitch from Wilson. 4-6 right-handed, base hits. And now Wilson is 1 hitter walk away from fatigue. There's action in the Red Sox bullpen. Lee Staines, the right-hander, pitched in this, there's action in the Tiger bullpen. And we'll get to figure that out in a little bit, as Wilson went all the way. Okay, 2 outs, Andrews on first. And Dalton Jones, the batter. 3-3, and he grounds it to first. And Cash takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. But another run for the Red Sox on another home run, this one by Elston Howard. And there will be a hitter for Wilson this inning. Wilson pitched 7 innings, even though he's a good hitter. Seven hits, walked 1, struck out 9, allowed 3. We'll get to that after Euler. Ray Culp, the batter. There may be a hitter for Euler. Mickey Stanley will come in to hit. Stanley did not start in this game as he has a groin injury, but I understand that he's okay to pinch hit for Euler. Really is no better shortstop. Well, there's Dick Tracewski, but we'll let Stanley stay in the game and play short. Here's Tracewski's a 3. Here's Stanley now, hitting for Euler. Culp in his second endurance inning. 5-6 right-handed struck him out. That's number 9 for Culp. And now there will be a hitter here. It's not going to be Gates Brown. Very weak bench other than Brown. Going to save Brown. It's going to be Tommy Matic, a 203 hitter. Even though Wilson is a 7 NR, it's 1 out, nobody on. Matic, left-handed hitter, steps in. Here's Culp. Pitch to Matic, 5-7. Left-handed, grounds it to second X. Andrews, 220. 18-2 throws him out. 2 outs. That'll bring up Dick McAuliffe. It's 3-1 Red Sox, top of the 8th. Detroit batting. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch to McAuliffe. 1-6, and he struck him out. That's number 10 for Culp. And a 1-2-3 inning with full endurance. And we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Let's see who's going to pitch now for Wilson. Pat Dobson will come in to pitch. He pitched in Real World on the 17th against Cleveland. That's Real World. We'll use him today. Dobson has a record of 1-1 already. Okay, Dobson is ready. And if you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, it'll be the heart of the order. Wirt, Kaline, Horton, then Cash, then Freehand, then Northrop. Carl Yastrzemski leads it off, 3-1 Red Sox. Here's Dobson, 5-7, left-handed, struck him out. Now Reggie Smith, the batter. Smith 1 for 3. 1-6, grounds it to first, taken by Cash to the bag. 2 outs. And here's George Scott. Scott 0 for 2, sacrifice fly. 4-6, right-handed, a grounder to short, and Stanley, now playing short, fields it and fires it to Cash, a 1-2-3 inning. So Dobson did his job, and Ray Culp comes out for the complete game win. He's allowed 1 run in 8 innings on 3 hits. He has not walked a batter. And he has struck out 10. And Joe LaHood leads, I'm so sorry, Don Wirt leads it off. Joel Horland suggests Brown for Wirt. Joel is one of my coaches. I could do it, but the thing is, wouldn't it be better to have Brown pinch hit for somebody with runners on base? But we got some good hitters coming up, so it will be Brown, as suggested by Joel Horland. We embrace recommendations. Gates Brown, left-handed hitter, can put them within 1 with a home run. Why is Stanley there? Bear with me. So Gates Brown will pinch hit. He is a 5 out in left field, so we'd have to figure out who's gonna, well, we need a third baseman. That would be Trzaskowski. If they're lucky enough to tie or go ahead. So to lead it off is Gates Brown. I guess if you want to use him, now is a great time. Okay, Culp. Into the windup, the pitch to Gates Brown. Hello, Ivan, 1-8, and that's smacked for a double to right. That's almost better than a home run. That's what my father used to say. I never got that logic. Gates Brown, 1-14, pretty speedy. Great to see you, Ivan. Gates Brown on second, 1-8, clean double, clean as a baby's ass. Here's Al Kaline now, 0 for 3. It's the tying run at the plate. I'm doing fair, Ivan, fair. I could still use more of those prayers, Ivan Morel Francis. Oh, bless you, Ivan. Thank you, Ivan Morel. Please keep praying and pray. Would you throw it in also for my son and daughter-in-law? Son and daughter-in-law. Okay, here's K-line now. Brown on second. The pitch to K-line. That's 6-4 right-handed, grounds it to third X. Well, Dalton Jones, 465. 14-4. That's an E65 roll. It's an error. A one-base error. By Dalton Jones. Brown goes to third. Second error for Boston. First and third, no outs. And they're playing the infield back with a 2-run lead. Willie Horton, the batter. Again, infield back. Here's the pitch to Horton. 3-7, triple 1-2, it's a base hit. There are 2 asteroids there. And Horton gets his second run batted in. That was 2 asteroids. 3-7, triple 1-2, single. First and third, still nobody out. Now they'll continue to play the infield back in hopes of a double play. Norm Cash, the batter. You're Ivan's son, KFCFC. Is that so? Well, you've got quite a great dad there. I believe it. Okay, here's Cash now. Left-handed hitter. Culp, 1 hitter walk away from fatigue. Again, the infield is back. .110 right-handed ballpark slash, 1-9, and it's caught. By the, I'm sorry, 1-12. It's still caught by the second baseman. 1 out. That was a 110 right-handed ballpark slash. And now here's Bill Freehand. The infield still being played back, hoping to end the game on a double play. Culp hanging in there. He's getting tired. Pitch to Freehand. 4-5 right-handed, struck him out. Number 11 for Culp. And it's all up to Jim Northrup. The tying run on third. K-line. Horton on first, 2 outs, 3-2 game. Glad to meet you, KFC. Absolutely glad. Here's the pitch to Northrup. 5-8, left-handed, fly ball left. This should end the inning. Yastrzemski under it. He makes the catch. And the game is over, and what a game it was. The final is Boston Red Sox 3, Detroit Tigers 2. I'll have the wrap-up in just a minute. Well, that just about does it here, folks. What a game it was. The final, Boston Red Sox, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Detroit Tigers, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. I give the star of the game to Ray Culp, who pitched a complete game win, allowed 2 runs in 9 innings, only 5 hits, did not walk a single batter, and struck out 11. Wilson pitched decent baseball, but they hit for him, and he only went 7 innings. Some home runs in the game. It was tight all the way, 1-1 after 4, after 5. Red Sox took the lead with the home run, with a run in the bottom of the 6th, and then the 3rd run on the home run by Elston Howard. It turns out that Howard's home run was the game winner. I enjoyed it a lot. I want to say to everybody, stay strong, stay well. We have a game, Baseball Demos. I don't want you to miss it. Please subscribe to Baseball Demos and check out his game, which is scheduled for 1-ish from his 1987 replay. I think I'm going to sit back for a while now. KFC, I hope you'll subscribe. Any son of Ivan Morel Francis is a friend of mine. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Even though the Red Sox won. Joel Horland, thank you for recommending Gates Brown. He did something that he scored a run. Baseball Demos and everybody else in the Strat-O-Matic community. Stay strong, stay well, and I will catch you all next time. Thank you, KFC, for subscribing. Appreciate that. I'm going to enter this in the books right now. This was game number 48. Detroit with the loss. They're 1-4 in last place. very early on. Boston is now 4-1, only a game out. Now on to the individual stats. First for Detroit. Whoops. Wilson with the loss, 0-1. Horton, 2 runs batted in. McAuliffe, 0-4. Wirt, 0-3. Gates Brown, 1-1. K-Line, 0-4. Horton, 2-4. Cash, 0-4. Freehand, 1-4. He's 1 for 19 on the season, Bill Freehand. Northrup, 1-4. Euler, 0-2. Stanley, 0-1. Matic, 0-1. And that was Matic's first appearance in the season. Now we'll move to Boston. Culp gets the win. Nine innings, 2 runs, RBIs Scott, LaHood, and Howard. Howard has 6 runs batted in already in 5 games. Andrews, 2-4. Jones, 1-4. Yastrzemski, 1-4. Howard, we'll get to Howard. Smith, 1-4. Scott, 0-3. LaHood, 1-2. Petroselli, 0-3. Howard, 1-3. And that does it. Howard is 7 for 20, hitting a .350, 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in, and that is in 5 games. Doing pretty damn well. I'm going to email this to myself. What's going on right now, KFC, is I'm entering my statistics for the game. And I'm just keeping the broadcast open because I have nothing better to do. And I'm also I don't do very well in solitude with my anxiety. In fact, I may start a new broadcast and do the setup for the next game in a little bit. I don't know, I'll see. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna have some macaroni salad and chicken salad and see if I could tough it out and wait for Baseball Demo's game at 1-ish. That's what's been happening. Let me email this to myself. No, you know what I do? I have an iMac and I use numbers. And it works fine for me. Do you play Strat-O-Matic, KFC? And what does that stand for? Kentucky Fried Chicken? Because you're gonna make me hungry, man. Every time I see you. Not for a while now. Why don't you play anymore? And also, what's with the name KFCFC? What does that mean? Does it initials? See how the markets are doing? Down is, shit, I hate that. Freaking hate that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. I have nothing else to do. Feel free, give me the story, sure. You're Ivan Morel Francis' son. The F may be for Francis, but how old are you, by the way? I'm 66. KFC writes, I am a soccer fan. At the end of the team name, it says FC, which stands for Football Club. KFC is my favorite restaurant, so that's why I call it KFC FC. That makes sense. So Kentucky Fried Chicken is your favorite restaurant? May I call you Mr. Chicken? I think I will go ahead and at least set up my next game here. If you don't like that name, I'll just call you KFC. Or maybe I'll call you KFC Football Club. You a soccer fan? Let me see what game I have next on the schedule. Yeah, I think it's cool. Seems like a nice guy. How old are you, KFC? I'm 66. Just curious. How old are you, Ivan? And if KFC is your boy, you can make me hungry now. shit, another one-game series. Wow. You enjoy the wing the most. I'll tell you, the wing is really good. I like a wing, a drum, you know what I mean? With a big, big, big piece of meat there. I keep this like this right now just so that people can see the setup. This is a one-game series again. Very odd. Cincinnati Reds at the Chicago Cubs. I like it.
Did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just...
Well, you're 13. Wow. I thought you were a bit older than that, but I thought you might be an adult, you know, or the way you talk. I played Strat-O-Matic for the first time in 1970, and then I played through about early 74, quit, tried it a few times through the 80s and 90s, didn't stick anymore. When the pandemic hit, I went all in. So I've been all in since the pandemic. Well, enjoy it while it lasts, KFC. I had a PhD, piled higher and deeper. I did just about everything you can imagine in the mental health field. Uh, Inpatient, outpatient, rehab. Um, I was a professor for master's degrees and PhD program. Had a lot of scholarly activity, many articles, books. That's another life. Oh, great, Ivan. Good for you. Ivan, I'm going to set this game up now, and if I feel up to it, I'm going to start it. That's only if I feel up to it. So I'll know that answer in about 10 minutes. I hope you understand. I'll be right back. I'm stepping outside for about 2 or 3 minutes. That's the way I'm going to do it, Ivan. If I feel up to it, I'm going to go ahead and start it. And this, even though it's almost 1 o'clock, and I don't want it to interfere with the game by Baseball Demos, and I could catch you there if you're going to be there. Rose, Johnson. I'll even recite the lineups as I enter them. Ted Savage is not here. Let's see where he is. He's on the Dodgers. Let me go get him on the Dodgers. Fort Lauderdale, KFC, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Oh, God. Today is a real down day. God, on the markets. Oh. Yeah, if Ivan is willing. You play Strat-O-Matic, right, Ivan? Yeah. I'm always looking to do interviews. I'm not up to doing it for right now as I'm under enormous stress. 27 plus 3. 30 plus 1. For the Reds, here's the lineup, and I won't be able to read the text while I'm doing this. Pete Rose in right field. Alex Johnson in left. Just checking the sound, Veda Pinson. Just checking the sound, Veda Pinson. Just checking the sound, Veda Pinson. Someday we can do an interview. I'd enjoy that very much. I'm back to looking at the lineups. Pinson in center. Tony Perez at third. Lee May at first. Don Pavlitich, the catcher, is still not using bench. They will. He was Rookie of the Year. He came in to catch at the end of the game. That's weird. Tommy Helms at second. I think I am going to do some rolls on this game, but it will be briefly for about a half an hour. Leo Cardenas at short. And Jerry Adigo, the pitcher. For the Cubs. Don Kessinger leads off at shortstop. Glenn Beckert at second base. Billy Williams in left field. Ron Santo at third. Ernie Banks at first. Randy Hundley behind the plate. Ted Savage in right field. Adolfo Phillips in center field. And pitching and batting ninth, Ferguson Jenkins. +3, +1. Jenkins +1, -2. And I do feel like rolling a little bit. I'm going to take a break for about 3 minutes, give or take. Let me modify the title again. You take care, KFC. Thank you for coming by. And thank you for keeping me in your prayers. Take care. The first pitch will be in about 3 minutes. Stand by, please. My pleasure, Ivan. I wouldn't call myself a celebrity, though, at all. But that's very kind of you to say. I'll be back in a few minutes, folks.
get a final expert review?
And we are in Wrigley Field. And the Cubs take the field. There's Fergie Jenkins on the mound, taking his warm-ups. And leading it off for the Reds is Pete Rose. Rose won the batting title with a whopping 335 for 1968. No one, I don't think anyone. Matty Alou, I think, hit 332. Okay, here's Jenkins. He's ready. Pitch to Rose, 3-3. Right-handed, grounds it to second. For Beckert, 1 out. Now Alex Johnson is the batter. And the pitch, 5-4, right-handed, catcher X. That's Hundley, 1-5. 17-1, fouls out, 2 away for Veda Pinson. Two 5, and he grounds it to second for Beckert. And he throws to Banks at first, and the side is out. 1-2-3 inning for Jenkins. And we head to the bottom of the first. Jerry Adigo is the batter. I'm going to keep my eye on Baseball Demos channel, and when he starts his game, I will suspend this one. And actually, that would be a good thing, because I'm not up to a whole game here. Okay, leading it off for the Cubs, Don Kessinger, switch hitter, batting right against Adigo. 5-3. Right-handed, hits it to first X, Lee May. A 3-7. 14-3. E7 roll. E7-2, oh my. That's a two base error on a 1 roll. Takes it to the bag. Actually throws it to Adigo. So it's 1 out, covering the bag. And here's Glenn Beckert. Three-five left-handed, single 1-16. That goes through for Beckert. A single with 1 out. 1-14, not being held. Here's Williams. Here's the pitch. 1-3 left-handed grounds it to first, and May takes it to the bag. Beckert advances to second. He's in scoring position, a clutch situation for Ron Santo. That's 1-4 left-handed, flies it to left for Alex Johnson. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, one hit, the single by Beckert left on. It's scoreless after one here in Wrigley Field. And Fergie Jenkins on the mound again. Here's Tony Perez. .6'6" right-handed struck him out. One down. And now Lee May. .6'6" right-handed struck him out. 2 strikeouts in a row for Jenkins here in the second. Now Don Pavlitic is the batter. 3-5 right-handed, walked him. Pavlitic is on. And Tommy Helms the batter. .57 right-handed, double 1-12. It is a double with no asteroids. Pavlitic rounding, he hit it to left. Let's see if he can score on this. He's a 1-9, 2 outs, 1-11, no hold, 1-12. Left field, 1-12. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Williams, and he is safe. And the Reds take a 1-0 lead. Helms, with the run batted in, goes to third as Pavlitic scores from first on a double. 1-0 Reds. And Leo Cardenas the batter. Pitch to Cardenas, 2-9, right-handed, grounds it to second. Beckert throws it to Banks, and the side is out, but 1 run. On 2 outs, with 2 outs, the walk to Pavlitic, doubled home by Helms, left on. We move to the bottom of the second. It's Cincinnati Reds 1, Chicago Cubs 0. Here's Jerry Adigo, 12-10, 3.33 ERA, 31 starts. Here's Ernie Banks to lead it off for the Cubs. .412 right-handed, grounds it back to Adigo, X. He's a 2-7. That's a re-roll, the whole thing. Should have noticed that right away. Pitch to Banks, 2-4. Left-handed, grounds it back to Adigo, and he throws it to May, 1 out. Now Randy Hundley, the batter. .510 right-handed, ballpark slash, right-hander, 1-19, goes through, base hit. So Hundley is on. 1 to 20, 1 to 21, not being held, 1 to 19 max. Why not? Gets the lead on a 2. No, he does not get the lead. Oh, shit. Here's Ted Savage now at the plate, full count. Oh, good coffee. The pitch to Savage. 6-5 right-handed, grounds it to short X. Cardenas 236. 7-2, throws him, forces Hundley out at second. It's 2 outs, and now Savage is on. 1 to 15, 1 to 16. He's picked off 7 to 12, not being held. Here's Adolfo Phillips. Possible wild pitch, 1 to 11. No, it's smothered in the dirt by Pavlitic. Now the pitch to Phillips. That's 4-10 right-handed, fly ball left. Johnson makes the catch. It's side retired. No runs. 1 hit and 1 left on. We've gone 2, it's 1-0. Okay, coming out is Jenkins. Top of the third, Jerry Adigo leads it off, 1 WL. .210, and he walked him, the only non-out on the card. Adigo is on. Let's see if he's got a running rating. No, he does not. That'll bring up Rose. Here is the pitch from Jenkins. 3-12 right-handed, that's a base hit to left. No asteroids, but Adigo will hold first and second. Alex Johnson, the batter. First and second, nobody out. That's a possible wild pitch, 1 to 4. No. .68 right-handed, struck him out. 1 away. And now Veda Pinson, the batter. .22. Single 1 to 12, and it's a base hit, 1 asteroid. That'll load him up. As Adigo had to hold at third. The Reds have bases full, 1 out on Jenkins. Infield playing back for the double play. The pitch to Perez. 1-3 right-handed, ballpark slash, 19. It goes through, base hits. Adigo scores, and it's 2-0 Reds. Base is still full. 1 out, infield back for Lee May. And the pitch to May. 1-7. Infield is back, good thing, grounded to short, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play with the loaded bases. 6-4-3. Kessinger to Beckert to Banks. 1 run though again on 3 hits and a walk. 2 were left on. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. And Jenkins will lead it off. Here's Adigo. Pitch to Jenkins, 4-11, right-handed, grounds it to short. Fielded by Cardenas, throws to May, 1 out. Now Don Kessinger. 2-12, left-handed, walked him. Kessinger takes first. 1-15, 1-16. Being held. 1-14. And Glenn Beckert is the batter. The ghosts of Tinkers to Evers to Chance, that's correct. Same team. Here's Beckert now. And the pitch. 3-5, left-handed, single 1-16. It's a base hit, 1 asteroid. Second hit for Beckert. First and second with only 1 out. Now Billy Williams steps in. And we have, rather than start this inning, I see that Baseball Demos has his game, his 1987 replay. I'm going to share the link for you. He should be starting at any moment now. I don't like to knowingly interfere, conflict, I should say. So we're going to suspend this ball game right now, and I'm going to decide when I want to pick it up again. We're going to suspend it with Billy Williams coming up, first and second, 1 out. And it's 2-0 Cincinnati. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's baseball. I'll see about when I might want to start this game. I might do an evening game, but I have to take a call from my son sometime between 5 and maybe 6 to even later. But we'll see. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you next time.